What are your thoughts on gay marriage?
I'm against it.
Yeah?
Yep.
And why is that?
Because of my religious belief.
And what religion are you?
I'm a Lutheran.
Lutheran. Because in the Bible, Leviticus, if a man lays with a man, as he lays with a woman, surely he should be put to death. It's against it there?
Yep.
Also in Leviticus, it says you can't eat pork. Have you ever eaten pork?
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is that?
That's best president of the United States.
All right, that's Donald Trump with his mugshot, right? It says never surrender.
Never surrender.
Okay, that is a picture of him surrendering to Georgia authorities, though, right?
Sure. He's the best president of America.
Okay, but that literally is a picture of him surrendering, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
At some point when Donald Trump took office, being the president stopped feeling like being the president. It stopped feeling like adults making decisions for millions of people. This dude then turned politics into a circus, a group chat with microphones and government salaries. Because somewhere between the lies, the sound bites, the Trump Bibles, and the performative stupidity, we lost the expectation that our leaders should actually lead.
So let's talk about so-called illegal DEI, as you all have called it, a phrase you continually bring up, that I'm still unclear on, especially after 3 federal judges have preliminarily ruled that your illegal DEI guidance is likely unconstitutional and unenforceable, illegal, as it were. Secretary McMahon, during your confirmation hearing, you were asked by Senator Chris Murphy if an African-American history class violated the administration's position on diversity, equity, and inclusion. You said you'd like to look into it. You've been on the job for a few months now. Have you been able to look into it?
I do not think that African studies or Middle East studies or Chinese studies are part of DEI if they are taught as part of the total history package. So that if you're giving the facts on both sides, of course they're not DEI.
I don't know what both sides of African-American history would be. Would you say that it would be an illegal DEI for a lesson plan on the Tulsa Race Massacre?
I'd have to get back to you on that.
Do you know what the Tulsa Race Massacre is?
I'd like to look into it more and get back to you on it.
Okay, so I look forward to that. How about the book Through My Eyes by Ruby Bridges, for instance?
I haven't read that.
Have you learned about Ruby Bridges?
So if you have specific examples you'd like,
That was a specific example.
I'll be very happy.
It was an incredibly specific example. I named a specific
questions
book.
And I will look into it and get back to you.
Thank you. How about a school having a voluntary celebration for Pride Month?
Well, I think that
Voluntary.
well, let's make sure that in our schools
This is yes or no?
we're looking. No, it's not.
Okay. How about social studies standards that teach that President Biden won the 2020 election?
I think our studies should all be taught accurately.
Yes or no?
I think our studies should.
No. The question was, do you believe that social studies standards that teach that President Biden won the 2020 election is an illegal DEI? Yes or no?
I think I have said we should teach accurately. We should.
No, you have not answered the question. I don't understand why you're incapable of
I'm just
answering.
not giving you the answer you want.
No, I want the answer, whatever your answer is.
I just gave you the answer.
No, the answer is yes or no.
No, the answer is.
The answer is yes or no.
Now, I know you hear a lot about Black MAGA and the Latino MAGA, but I realize that the reason why Donald Trump is able to get away with the dumbing down of being the president is because the majority of his low IQ fan base. And if you ain't know, let me show you what that's mostly comprised of.
Ever been into a Trump rally before?
No, I watched it on television.
What brought you to this one?
Support
Yeah.
against any snipers or any danger. We shouldn't be feared to express our feelings.
You're here to support against any snipers?
If there's something that's going to go on, you know, people shouldn't be feared to come here.
What would you do? Well, how would you support?
I'll give up my life. If there's a bomb in this flower pot, then that's mine.
So you're here to
Show up.
die if you have to?
Here, yes.
I'm with Colin. Just kidding. I'm not an effing idiot.
Okay. All right. Right. And so I noticed you're keeping it PG. You don't want to put a certain word out there. Is that right?
I just want to keep it PG for the kids.
Okay. So you're just worried about what the kids might hear.
Yes, absolutely.
But just to be clear, you are wearing this shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to spread the word. She's a total idiot, and I'm not one.
But do you think kids might see the word, even if you're not saying it, that they might see the word?
I had bought ordered a sticker that I could put over it. Hasn't come in yet.
Well, but you're gonna keep wearing the shirt?
Yeah, I'm actually looking to buy a button that I can put right over it.
Donald Trump didn't just change the way people in politics act. He's changed the way people talk about it. He somehow turned something that's very serious into something where people don't even realize that their life's on the line. America's being run like a group project. And us, the teachers, put all the dumbest kids in one of the groups.
Why did you nearly double the rate that taxpayer dollars give for-profit insurance companies like United next year if you don't know those things?
Double the rate? How did I do that?
Secretary Kennedy, are you aware that President Trump's Department of Justice is reportedly investigating United Healthcare for criminal insurance fraud in some of their for-profit health insurance plans, like Medicare Advantage?
I'm not aware of that investigation.
You are not aware that the Trump Department of Justice is investigating the largest insurance company in America that
No, I'm not aware of.
for fraud in Medicare Advantage
No, I'm not aware of that.
that you have jurisdiction over?
It doesn't surprise me.
The wild part about this whole thing is to watch the political climate go along with something that feels like a bad episode of South Park. The Republicans follow his lead. The Democrats are, of course, forced to respond to him. The media feeds off him because he's a headline gold mine. And now, the entire country's treating politics like it's a reality TV show. Trump isn't just a president the likes we've never seen. He's changed what's acceptable for being the commander-in-chief.
They all said lock up, and I felt, and I could have done it, but I felt it would have been a terrible thing. And then this happened to me. And so I may feel differently about it. I can't tell you, I'm not sure I can answer the question. Hillary Clinton, I didn't say lock her up.
Lock her up is right.
I didn't say lock her up.
For what she's done, they should lock her up.
I didn't say lock her up.
Crooked, and you should lock her up.
I didn't say lock her up.
Lock up Hillary. If she were to win this election, it would create an unprecedented constitutional crisis. In that situation, we could very well have a sitting president under felony indictment and ultimately a criminal trial.
Guilty. That is Donald J. Trump, defendant in New York versus Donald Trump, found guilty on all 34 felony counts. That is the verdict here in this case.
Being president used to mean something. Now, when I'm in a barbershop or out and about, we're just throwing names in the hat. Shit. Hell, why not let Steph Curry do it? This current political climate has the average American thinking you can run the country with no experience, no serious policy, and no understanding of the system. All you need is merch, a following on X, and a catchphrase. MAGAs act like stands, and Donald Trump acts like an entertainer. This shit is less about reality and more about picking a side.
Dead voters, they can't vote.
How come there hasn't been any evidence supporting that?
You know, they all want to sweep it under the rug because somebody come out and spoke their mind.
His own attorney general said there was no widespread voter fraud that would have influenced the election. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't have no thoughts.
Okay.
Oh, what brought you here today?
My boss is here, so I come to see him.
Who's your boss?
President Trump,
He's your boss?
pretty much. He's all of our bosses.
In what way? That he tells you what to do?
He don't tell me what to do, or he runs the country in a good way that nobody else can. So I consider him my boss because basically they're in this country like a business.
Does it bother you that he ran a lot of his businesses into bankruptcy, though?
No, it don't bother me at all. No, it don't bother me at all. I don't care if he...
But if he runs the country like a business, he could like bankrupt it.
I don't care if he was smoking crack with Hunter. I don't care. I'm going to vote for him. I don't care what happens. I'm voting for him.
Even if he was smoking crack with Hunter Biden?
Oh, yes, I would.
So when did being a president become this unserious? The answer's simple. When we started treating politicians like influencers. When we started caring more about entertainment than being governed. And until we raise the standards, until we stop rewarding stupidity, we're going to keep getting exactly what we have now. A country that's run by characters, a political system that's built for clout, and a country that looks more like a reality show than a respectable place. Because the truth is, being president only became unserious because Donald Trump realized he didn't have to be serious in order to win. Shit's a clown show. I'm out.